This is one of those non-contact infrared
Normal
thermometers
temperature.
that you've probably seen around.
Normal temperature. Normal temperature.
You don't have to touch it to get a reading, and this is in centigrade right now. But yeah, I mean it's has voice. Obviously, it had the
Normal temperature.
color LCD screen. This one does not have the Wi-Fi. This was only $6. It runs on the USB connector, you know, the wall plug. This one has batteries in it right now. It has several modes, but you know, for that kind of price, you can't really beat it. Okay, so let's see what's going on inside. This is the information on the back of it. I'll start by removing the battery thing, and I've already taken out the batteries to maintain my sanity because it kept talking to me. And it looks like there's 4 screws. There's a wall hanging notch here in the back, and it says it has been QC'd, I'm sure. I bought this, I don't know, not too long ago. Just wanted to see how one works. I'm hoping this has an I2C bus inside so I can connect it to something smarter like an Arduino, so I can log data and what have you. But okay, there we go. Take the back off. Keep everything on camera. And oh, that's nice. You can already see that it has plugs, so I can unplug this like that, get the back out of the way, round up the screws, get those like that. Tell you what, let's zoom in so we can get a clearer picture. But right now it looks like this is the speaker, this is the infrared sensor, and also the infrared sensor for your hand when it approaches, as well as the infrared temperature sensor, so I should be clear about that. And then the circuit board, and it looks like down here should have been the Wi-Fi, but again, this unit is not equipped. There's the USB connector, and yeah, some push buttons along the side, and that's all I identify right now. Okay, let's get in a little bit closer. So I've taken out the screws to save us some time, but this is the sensor module, and we can see how they've done it. So down here is the thing that tells the unit when to start measuring, when to turn on, because there's a person approaching, so there's a infrared emitter and detector. And then this up here, this cone, is actually the temperature sensor. So they have put something on here to restrict the angle at which it will read, so it won't just like read a wide angle of 180 degrees or something. Yeah, so that's pretty clever. Okay. I was looking around down here for an I2C bus, and yeah, I'm out of luck. This was obviously where the Wi-Fi was. But yeah, I looked all over for an I2C bus, and there's no such connection. This chip has no number on it, which is probably their little proprietary program to do everything. And otherwise, yeah, so let's flip the board over and take a look at what's going on the other side. Okay, I zoomed back out to allow us to see what's going on, and oh, this is interesting. There is no color LCD screen. They had me fooled. They have cleverly injected the plastic in here to create the illusion of an LCD screen. But so like here we can see this 88 like pattern, which matches up with this 88 pattern here, and of course these are just the segments of a display, and so by turning on and off these LEDs they can make it look like, you know, different numbers, characters, what have you. Yeah, so that's this here, and these LEDs can be turned on behind these behind this mask to make the numbers for the readout. So this is the temperature readout, the high and low. Then this is the indicator bar. So they can turn on, these are apparently red and green. So down here they can turn on the green bar when the temperature is within range, and then they can turn it red to when it's out of range. So, very clever. Yeah, okay, so yeah, no I2C bus. My guess is this will also draw a lot less power than, say, a color LCD screen would, but it looks good like a color LCD screen. Okay, so we covered this module. This is the speaker. I think I mentioned that, but if not, now I'm mentioning it. And yeah, that's about it. There's not much to it. These are some push buttons to set different modes. You can set the language. I can't remember how many languages it has. And you can set Fahrenheit or centigrade, Celsius. And yeah, it doesn't have a lot of features. Again, this doesn't have the Wi-Fi, but yeah, okay. So that's it for what's inside one of these no contact infrared temperature sensors. Hope you found it useful and interesting, and just maybe to satisfy some curiosity.